What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I completed that. Whew, it wasn't as long as it could have been. That 12-hour Greyhound ride under new ownership. Okay? A lot of y'all are thinking about putting your family on that bus because I've seen a lot of elderly people on there, like myself, and disabled people like myself. It was not an uneventful ride. I'm going to tell y'all the pros and cons of it, and I'm going to give y'all the brutal, honest truth. Is the new company better than the old Greyhound bus owners were? But before I do, y'all, please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to only give it to you just the way I got it. Okay, now y'all check this out. Our schedule, now normally from the Mississippi Delta to Huntsville, Alabama, normal 4.5, 5-hour drive. I cannot drive, as a lot of y'all probably know, for the few subscribers that do watch my content. So, since I've lost my ability to drive long periods of time, I had to use the Greyhound. It really was working in the beginning. It was very inexpensive by comparison to the time and the fuel you would have to put in your vehicle. Okay, but the time is double. You're talking about 12 hours to something that took 4.5 and 5. It's just a give and take. I'm retired. A lot of us are, so it's still economical. Because for me to get back from Huntsville to the Mississippi Delta was $104. Before I get into this, I want to thank my family there that really supported me and looked out for me, Natasha and the Aries and Natasha and my little princess, Juliana. Thank y'all. And Trees. All of y'all. Thank y'all. Okay. I am not going to lie to y'all. My previous, before this new ride on the Greyhound, left me bruised and battered. It was hard. My last ride before this last one, drivers were actually getting off the buses and quitting. Drivers were on the phone telling the company where they weren't going to drive. People were being left at small gas stations that weren't open. It was awful. And so, but I went through that because there's my family there and I love them and I be missing them. And everybody around me works and I don't work. So, I make it easy as best I can. And that's why I need Greyhound. Okay, the price was great, $104. I had 3 stops. I had Birmingham, Memphis, and one little small town in the Clarksdale. Yes. Okay, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Let's start with the first half. The bus was on time. I was scheduled to catch the bus at 12:01 a.m., arrive in the Mississippi Delta at 12:20 p.m., meaning the next day. That's fine. I was taken to the bus station. I boarded the bus on time, no hitches. The only thing that was odd was the bus driver. I could not tell whether or not it was a him or her because at certain times the bus driver was acting like a her, and then other times when a passenger was getting out of line, I was confused. That was the only thing. The ride was smooth. The boarding was great. We did have to load our own luggage. But if you were disabled or elderly, the driver or somebody always pitched in and helped you. They did great on that. Okay, our second stop, which was Memphis, Tennessee. There's a reason why they had the most murders last year, 399, because when you get there to Memphis, be prepared. It's going to be inundated with homeless. They're not going to push the issue until everything starts opening up, and then you'll see security guards jumping up and calling the police, demanding the homeless to get out. They was in their sleep, y'all, when I got there. Y'all go back and see the video. They were not worried about those people in there until we actually started getting ready to ticket and everything, selling started going on, and that's when they ran the homeless out. That's another topic. Memphis has a lot to acquire. They didn't have tissue there, y'all. Thank God I didn't have to use the bathroom, and I had my own anyway, but they did not have tissue in their restroom, and they were awful. So, depending on how far you go, watch your intake of fluid and liquids, because don't think that unless Memphis gets it together overnight, and I doubt it, you're not gonna want to utilize only in case of emergency in Memphis. And I'm gonna tell you that. Also, their snack machines there has no price on them, and they do have from energy drinks to bottled water. They did have a large selection, and I did bring along extra quarters for that. But I did not want to get caught in a scenario where I had to keep adding quarter after quarter and dollar after dollar, and there were no prices on any of their vending machines. All you could do, all you could read is where they took money from. That was it. The layover was an hour and a half. It was real interesting. I'm not gonna say I felt unsafe. You have to have a certain amount of travel etiquette about yourself, not to try and make friends, be close, be talking to anybody too long. I'm a loner anyway, so I kept to myself. I had my own coffee brewer and coffee made, so all I had to do was heat it up. Natasha had fixed me a couple of sandwiches, and so a snack, a sugary snack was in my bag, you know, because I'm borderline diabetic. So I was road ready. It was a long hour and a half in that bus station. Like I said, Memphis Terminal has a lot of work to do and a lot of cleaning up to do. The paper was everywhere outside there. So the only reason why I'm bringing this up is not to judge my own city, but to let y'all know that, listen, I don't want y'all to have a culture shock if your bus happens to stop at the Memphis one. And this is a new company, and they are probably not in charge of operating that facility anyway. You know, probably the city of Memphis. And that's what it seemed and smelled like it was another city of Memphis situation. But the bus did come on time. The bus driver was great. Straight to the point, helped us board. Also, I want to give a shout out to the security guard at the Memphis bus station. That lady was great. She assisted me every kind of way she could. She even insisted on getting my bag and loading it under the bus for me. Made sure I got a seat first on the bus, pulled me out of line and pulled me all the way. Thank you so much, sister. If you ever see this video, God bless you, you beautiful young woman. Thank you. So we left without a hitch. Everybody's laughing, talking. We're coming up on my last one, and I'm about to hit that Mississippi line. And I'm going to tell y'all, it gets scary. The guy across from me actually went into a full-blown seizure, and everybody just froze. So me and another guy about my age, because I'm familiar with it, you know, went ahead, and before I knew it, I was standing up there, turning him on his side, keeping him still, praying for it to pass more sooner than later. And it seemed like forever, y'all, until that bus driver could get into. That's why we stopped in Clarksdale. We had to wait on the ambulance, and he calmed down a while, but I was familiar with it, and I know that one could come right after it. But I was praying not, but it did. He went right back into another seizure. Long story short, we stayed there in Clarksdale an extra 40 minutes, waited on the ambulance, and they got him off the bus. I pray that he made it home safe and everything is okay with him, and that I was able to be there and was familiar with people that have epileptic seizures, that I could, you know, help that brother. Now, for the harsh reality, and you might be shocked. This new company is 1,000% better than our old Greyhound. I could respectfully tell y'all to trust you. You can trust your elderly. And if you're thinking about traveling, as of right now, listen, I am going to take the way back, which doubles the time from my understanding. So I'm going to be going from 12 to 24 hours on the Greyhound. You know y'all got to come with me. But yeah, it was excellent. I'm not going to lie on them. That's just the harsh reality. That's just the truth. The drivers were respectful. They were professional. There were no problem passengers. Whatever arose, we did have a small discrepancy about seating and overbooking. The driver got up, handled it promptly and professionally. Everybody was seated properly and okay. No grumbles, no arguing, no hate. And we kept it moving, y'all. Every destination was on time. So if you're booking, they give you a time for right now. They were on time and on schedule as well. Give this new company that's running Greyhound the opportunity. They did great, y'all. Also, if you can, one point I want to make. They have not changed yet. And I hope one time that they'll be able to see this. They need to get better phone operators. I do not recommend you booking over the phone. If you're not going to do it online, don't do it over the phone, because I mean no disrespect, but it's self-explanatory that the phone bank is outsourced to India or somewhere like that, and they don't speak or understand very good English. I'm just going to tell you the truth. That was one of my worst experiences, and I had tried 3 times in a row to book till I was just broke. But when I made it to Birmingham, Birmingham was beautiful and they worked it out for me. But no, I was able to go to the bus station there in Huntsville and actually physically purchase my ticket. And after that, Greyhound did the job. I want to thank Greyhound. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Y'all be safe out there.